Okay. Quick turn and all that. Beekeeping, theOZer style. Moz Oz Colonies. This is Moz's colony. She's the East Colony, as we call it. The bees are in right now. It's very stormy, and bees aren't stupid. They go to hive when it's stormy. They're not idiots. So, taking advantage of that moment, I can be out here amongst my bees. Even if they were extremely active, my two hives are beautiful bees, and you can walk amongst them totally unimpeded or concerned. They don't bother me, I don't bother them in that respect. But today they're not out because of the weather. The hives we got were kits from eBay or Amazon, something like that. And within the limits of the kit, we didn't pay a lot for them, so to speak, or we paid, say, bottom dollar price for them, and we got bottom dollar hives to some degree. The biggest frailty of them is the top bars are not uniform in shape. Some are warped and not cut even on the ends, so they have a propensity to catch on the tops when you take them off. That's just the way it goes. Within these hives, though, we have 30 bars each. They're 1 3/8 inch bars, which is supposedly the default common out bar to use if you want, not to mix and match your. If you don't want to worry about cross coming on brood comb or honeycombs with a 1 1/4. 1 1/4 supposedly works well with brood combs, but whatever the scoop is, there's 30 of them per hive. I noticed yesterday, I'm going to talk about it in another diatribe, bee sounds. I apologize for using the word hormone, I meant pheromone. One of my earlier videos, I'm an idiot. But I've heard my bees yesterday at the really warmest part of the day in here buzzing away. They weren't sounding bad, but they were buzzing because they needed to ventilate the place. So I'm already in a problem where I realize they need just some ventilation. And I'm going to cut inch holes, 3, 4 of them here on both of the other ends. Our gates are back here, porch is back here. But put some screen over it, of course, some very heavy duty screen to keep out anything but the smallest of insects just sneaking out. At that point, bees should be able to attack those and keep them under control. Mice do not get in these types of hives that we have. It has, I call it the CD case slot on the front. It's smaller than the CD case, but that kind of idea. And that does keep a lot of predators, definitely keeps out mice. Just out of concern, put these little bungee cords on the top, and easily sit on that. Moz right now has hers, she has a divider, and hers about here. And today is the 22nd of May, 4 days short of when we actually bonked these two hives in April, late April. It was a good day that Saturday we did it, and then it turned real bad. And in that benefit, it kept the bees in, and I think that's what helped them keep inside. And in a day or two after we bonked them, they did acclimate themselves with their queens, and we locked out. Both hives took off. Both hives accepted their queen, and it's a great feeling. It's always a draw. I don't know. It can go either way from what we've read about, or anyway. And we luckily had our queens accepted. Our hives started up, and they're both combing quite well. A lot of honey is being built. A lot of comb is being built. I think right now I'm hand watering the bees a lot of sugar water and the sides of the blue plate specials are on this side. And so Maddie's hive is she's got her queen in about here. On mine, I used the divider initially the first day or two. I loaded it, and I was actually going to keep my bees inside, so they wouldn't leave. And I screwed up, and my little brag head sucker came off, and my bees came out, and Maddie's bees came out, and fortunately they went back into the hives at the end of the day. but with that casualness in mind, I took my divider out, so I'm completely open. Even after a month's time, the bees have only put comb up to about here. They still have not needed this. They have not used this yet on either of us, So I mean, the fact that Maddie has a divider here is now my thing to say, hey, look, bees, look at all you got, and do what you want with it, and stuff like that. I did have some problems with the spines, also on the top bars that we have not holding, being too wide, or better than not holding. I did seat them with beeswax and random runners and all that. But some dropped a little bit. Fortunately, it didn't fall off, and we didn't lose the comb on them. But we had some cross bar combing in the front off of the comb that they were building for honey and stuff. And we did correct that. I also have here just a simple flat 5.5-inch board here that takes up 4 top bars. So I have a dead 4-bar board here in the front temporarily. Right now, they're not building here. They're coming in, which is fine with me, and they're starting to build. But as soon as they come across from that point on bar with splines on it, they have been readily building comb and moved to here. It's really nice. We were not raising these bees for the honey. We are raising them because we just love bees. Just love bees, and we have this opportunity to do it because it's just right. I'm so jubilant that both hives took off. See, again, I didn't finish off. This is Moz's east, we call it East Colony, Moz's colony. This is the West Colony. I never finished this off. This is my colony. This is the artsy-fartsy place here. These bees are a little bit more laid back, and they probably watch like Game of Thrones, stuff like that a lot inside, and I don't know, read poetry, sub-trainings all the way, sub-trainings, beatniks, hippies, artists, you know how they are. Over here, these baby dolls, true to this color, are very, very active, and just it's almost humbling to see how much activity occurs during the day when they're out. This is kind of rinky-dink, but it allows me, when I'm working in here, these extension, for me to simply, of course, walk out, even pick up sections of the barn and walk them out here. So, hokey dokey, however it looks, and I'm running into it. That's all about. Top bar hives, I believe, are where to go. How to do it. For bees, it's natural. As a kid, I remember seeing a hive in a super huge hollowed out tree. Just was crushed all the hell back how they built their comb around the inside of it, and it was just walls of yards of comb and bee. I really was impressed with it. Addition to the other thing I think of is bumblebees. I want to find out how to raise bumblebees in the nature of the fact that they are fascinating. They're just fascinating. Bumblebees are cool. So I love you, beekeepers, bee interest people. Rock on, and please do look at bees, water your bees, tend your bees. If you top bar, you do have to tend your bees. Bars, make sure there's no cross combing. You got to do it. Right now, these, because they're a shallow trough thing, and we only have like 10-inch depth, so we don't have to worry about our combs going too long, and then later on in the summer, the heat maybe getting too soft and long, and just falling off the stem of the barn. So in that respect, it's good that we have these. Colorado is warm, and can get very warm in the summer. Again, I keep babbling. I love you guys. All you bee people, I love you. Take care.